It is with great displeasure that I bring you this week's Fresh Food Friday. You know what? This video should come with a trigger warning because I know this might be the source of a lot of you guys' childhood trauma. We have all been traumatized by this plate of food at some point in our lives, but there's good reason to eat it, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not gonna put this recipe on my website because this is nothing that I'm proud of. I just did my best to try to make this edible. Today we're eating liver. A lot of people eat liver with onions, but I wanted to do like an Asian type sauce with some soy sauce and sesame oil and a little bit of 0-calorie sweetener with ginger and basil to give it that nice flavor that I like. That's a flavor that I like. And I just had some carrots that I needed to get rid of, as well as a bell pepper that I needed to get rid of. So I'm like, okay, sounds like we're doing a stir fry. So I did some stir fry liver, and let me show you how. Let me tell you how I prepared this. So when you first open up the liver, it has this very like gelatinous texture. Now, a lot of people say if you soak it in milk that you can get rid of a lot of that punchy flavor, that flavor that a lot of people don't like. A lot of people call it metallic, but to me it's not metallic, it's more like sulfury. But I didn't want to do that because I feel like I even looked it up if it would diminish the nutritional value of the liver, and it did say that it could potentially diminish the nutritional value. And if I'm gonna suffer through this and eat it, I want everything that this liver has to offer. I feel like a lot of the nutritional value does come from that strange liquid that's on the liver when you open it up and when you start cutting it. So I'm like, I want to keep all of this in there, so I did not soak mine in milk. So I just made me a little sauce. I did like some ginger powder, basil, sesame oil, some 0-calorie sweetener, and soy sauce. And that was my sauce. I put that on the side, stir fried the liver a little bit after I had some carrots and some bell peppers, and I just stir fried those in a little bit of oil on a cast iron skillet. And here we are eating liver. I'm trying to eat liver at least once a week moving forward because liver has all of the sought after nutritional value that we look for when we are iron deficient. Especially a lot of Black people, we're afflicted by vitamin B deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, iron deficiency, and those are all things that liver is rich in. So I'm gonna try to eat this as often as possible, and maybe I will acquire a taste for it. Like, I know people that love liver. I wish I were one of those people, but all right, let's go. It looks good. Like when you start cooking it, it kind of just looks like steak, but don't let that deceive you. This is not pleasant at all, but sometimes you have to eat things that aren't the best because they're good for you. The only thing that I can compare it to would be eggs. It has a very pungent, eggy flavor that goes beyond any kind of gamey meat that you've ever had. So if you're thinking like lamb or goat, that is nothing compared to liver. Is it terrible? No, and I don't really have a strong aversion to many foods that I eat on. Like, I eat a lot of foods that people don't like, but this, it just feels off. But I think you could get over it. If I had this over a bed of rice, I think I would be okay. If I had some potatoes with it, which is probably what I would do in order to eat it, I would probably be just fine. So it's not terrible. It's just not anything I would voluntarily eat. Moving right along. The texture is a lot softer than any other meat that we eat. So that might throw you off, but just power through it. Because we're eating our hair care, we're eating our skin care. We're just taking a holistic approach at making sure that we stop any kind of chronic illness in its tracks and we live forever, right? Because that's the idea, that's the goal. We don't want to have to be on medications. We don't have to worry about hypertension, PCOS, anything that's going to stop us from living our best life in our golden years and enjoying our grandchildren and all of the things that come with life. So we're gonna eat this liver and think about when we're 80 and not on medication. There's no reason we shouldn't be eating this. And so I try to think of it as I'm not really eating for my satisfaction. I'm more so eating to keep myself alive and healthy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As I said, I'm not putting this on the website because that would be an abomination to everything that I have going on over there. But I will be back next week with a healthy, you know what? No, I know what I'm doing next week, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually doing sardines next week. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna eat some sardines probably with my daughters, and we're gonna see how that goes. So I'll catch you guys in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good weekend.